If you are planning on visiting Hampi in the month of April, you can expect the daytime temperature to range from anywhere between 40 degrees to 45 degrees, with the actual feel of the place being anywhere between 45 to 50 degrees. It is going to be super hot in Hampi in the month of April. So come mentally prepared for really steaming hot days, and the temperature at night will be far better, where the mercury level will drop to as low as 25 degrees. So you can expect a pleasant night weather, but the daytime will be very hot. Over and above this, the crowd in Hampi in the month of April will be relatively low. There will be very few tourists in Hampi. It will be mostly the local crowd from nearby villages and towns, the local Karnataka crowd, which will be visiting Hampi in the month of April. So the tourist crowd being lower means that overall the accommodation will be far more affordable. So the same room in season, which cost around 3,000, will now be easily available at around 1,000 to 1,500 rupees. Now the next thing to keep in mind is that in Hampi in the month of April, most of the restaurants will be open, but the hype is not going to be as much as what it is during season. Most of the things on the menu will be available, but at the same time, it's not going to have the same vibe that you would be expecting during the month of December and January. Overall, Hampi in the month of April is, I wouldn't say it's a good time to be visiting, but it's a time that only those who are brave enough to endure the heat should be visiting. And remember that you still need to pre-book your accommodation in advance, because once you reach Hampi, if you do not have your accommodation booked, they will still quote you an inflated rate, which will simply end up with you overpaying for something which you could have got at a very affordable costing. Now, if you're planning on cycling around Hampi, do not go cycling in the afternoon between 12 to 3, because that's the time it gets extremely hot. I would personally recommend hiring a moped and cracking a good deal, a cheap deal, and traveling around Hampi with a moped, so that you're not draining even more energy. And make sure that you have your sunscreen, your sunglass, and I would say at least 2 liters of water with you, so that by default you're not running out of water and not ending up dehydrated. Dehydration is a real big worry in Hampi in the month of April. Over and above this, just plan your sightseeing around Hampi very well. 2 nights, 3 days is more than enough for you to explore Hampi in the month of April without having to miss out on anything.